So we have seen what is region. Region is a geo separation of the each data center. Paired regions we discussed, availability zone, availability sets. And this is the resource group. So what is resource group? The technical meaning of resource group is a container for multiple resources that share the same life cycle. Or I can say like a resource group is a container which contain all the resources. Okay. So this diagram is an example that the upper one is one resource group contain 3 resources, or the bottom one is each one is an one resource group. Each resource group contain one services. So you can also, you don't forget, you can able to move resources from one resource group to another resource group at any point in time. In interview, they will ask. Okay. So you can able to move the resources from one resource group to other resource group. Then this is how the account structure. There is a subscription, resource group, and resources. This is how the relationship between subscription, resource group, and resources. Okay. Now I started on core Azure service. We discussed extensively for the compute service. Okay. So the objective of this section is to identify the compute options, explore the Azure virtual network, and provide network communication. This all. Okay. So as I said, the 3 core services, one is compute, another one is storage, the third one is the network. Under the compute, there are many services, many resources are available. One is a virtual machine, like another one is functions. Don't forget, functions in exam they will ask. Function is a part of an compute group and it is a serverless. Okay. So they will ask in the exam. So functions, function app, is it a server computer, not server computer, Docker, like that. If you see the keyword function, it is a serverless. Or if they will ask serverless resource in Azure, which one? Then you need to select function app. Okay. That's the answer. Then what is this function? Function will, this service will help you. They will ask you charge only for the duration of execution. They will not charge you for all. I have some code only during the period of code running. They will charge you. They will not charge for the entire duration. Okay, think in that way. Okay, compute. Also, we have seen that in compute. Okay, the VM app service functions. Okay. One real life example I tell you. When today, if I want to run WhatsApp applications, some notification I want to send you, right? Either I buy a dedicated server and run some notification. For example, as soon as Divya is uploading video to that our Ameya app, the only option today is you need to go and check whether the new video is available or not. Right? That is the only option. Maybe I want to create more user-friendly. What I said, I created one small Python program. It will send you a notification. Okay. Whenever any new video uploaded, it will continuously monitoring in that folder. Is there any new video uploaded? Is there any new video uploaded? Once the new video uploaded, that Python program is sending one email to you or one SMS to you. Assume that, don't worry about the code all. Okay, but for that the Python code has to running in one server continuously at regular interval. Okay, but if I have this function app, what will happen? If there is any event hacker, event means what? If Divya uploaded a video in the app, that is an event. If any new event happen, that will trigger to run my Python code. Rather, my Python code is continuously running and watching it. Okay, or let's take this. Okay, let me finish this example, then I go. So that when the event occurs, then it will trigger my Python code. So now my Python code is going to execute only if there is any event. And I'm paying only that one time run of the Python code rather than 24/7. I need to pay money for that. So that is a serverless. Okay. Our example in our real life example is either I can keep a security to watch my home 24/7. He rounds. Okay, he continuously walking and monitoring it. Or my house, some alarm is triggered, then only they can go and watch. Okay, so that one is always the second option is cheaper. Okay, so I don't want to go much deeper, but that is they call is a serverless. Then Docker container, this all are we have seen. So today I can show you how to create a virtual network. Just okay, the purpose of this all this demonstration is how easy in cloud. That's all. Not to know, because definitely you guys are not going to create any VMs, any virtual network, any load balancer, because that is a network engineer used to do. Okay, you guys will do going to do only this. Okay, I can show you this, and then virtual network, and then the data storage. The storage we have seen. What are all the storages they are renting? They are giving renting as a disk. They are giving hard disk as a rental service, or they are giving files as a rental service. They are giving us an tables, queues. Okay, you not necessarily, you no need to buy a data disk. Rather, you can buy as a table as a rental. A table will store data, rows and columns, like an Excel sheet. You can buy, you can rent an Excel sheet, okay, from them, and you use it. Okay, so this way they are giving us a rental. Also, Microsoft Azure renting and databases. Okay, so the databases, the typical Oracle database, MySQL database, Postgres databases. Okay, they are giving all this database as a rental. Okay, so example is Azure SQL database, Azure, and also if you have any on-premise data, they are helping to migrate to the cloud. That also they are doing. The last one is the marketplace. Marketplace is nothing but if third parties developed some application, they can sell through Azure. They use this database, they use these functions, they create some application like resume scanning applications, and they are selling these services to others. So this is called a SaaS model. Okay, that's what they are doing. Okay, I can quickly run the demonstration of the creation of the VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, and then I can move on to the solutions. Today I want to complete the solutions. Okay. Meanwhile, any questions, please interrupt. So, okay, let's stop at Risha. So how to access the cloud? To use the browser, portal.azure.com. So go here. And yeah, before I move something, I can, I mean, last class we seen that different services, right? Compute, storage, more services. Here you see, this is the general services. Here, if you see under compute, I have 28 services under compute. Okay, this will keep on expanding. Okay, because as soon as they prepare the new product, they will put it here. Okay, under networking, I have all these services: virtual network, network watcher. Okay, if you look this, you will get an idea. Okay, storage, this one. Other than storage, I have web, I have mobile, I have container. Okay, all these services are available: database, analytics, AI, machine learning, Internet of Things, mixed reality, integrations. Okay, identity, security, migration, monitor, management and governance, Intune, hybrid and multi-cloud. Okay, others. Okay, so there are multiple services are available. Okay, so today our objective is let's try to create one virtual private network. Okay, one VPC. How to create a VPC? What is the first step we need to do? Create a resource group. Right? Create a resource group. So I'm creating. It took my default subscription, and so I need to create AZ900 Tuesday batch. I'm using this name, or maybe today is Wednesday. Wednesday batch. Okay, Wednesday batch. I'm creating this one. So click review and create. That's all. It's reviewed. Validation passed. Just create. So now my resource group is created. Okay. So currently in this resource group, I don't have any resources. You see, I don't have any resources. So go to home. So now I want to create a cloud, right? Virtual private cloud, VNet, basically. VNet. Let's see. So virtual network. You see, I'm going to create a virtual network. Just click the virtual network. I have one already, but ignore this. I'm going to create a new. Click new. It's saying it automatically took my subscription. Now it is asking the resource group. Do I need to create a new or a existing? If I click drop down, I will see all the existing resource group. I can choose one in this. I choose my Wednesday and I'm giving some name. For example, ameya network. Just given some name. And it's asking which region I want to create. So East US or US2, wherever I can choose. If I drop down, I will get all the regions. So put the region here and then next IP address. So default, it will give some IP address. If I want to change my company oriented, if I'm a big company, then I can change it here. Otherwise, it will assign my IP. Then security. Security is if I want and some this all are DDoS. This all are when I'm going with the security topic, we will see some definitions of what is DDoS. These are all the attacks to safeguard from these attacks. And the firewall we know it saves, it's a kind of an antivirus in the network level. Okay. So firewall, everything, but I left everything as default. Go tags will help me to organize the resources in groups. Okay, that's all. So it will review validation passed. Okay. So it says this is the subscription and this is my resource group. This is my name of the network, Ameya network. And click create. So now it's running. So deployment in progress. Just see. Done. Your deployment is completed. So now I have my network. For example, because this is a virtual network. Okay. Now if I go home, I go my resource group, Wednesday batch. If I go there, this is my Wednesday batch, right? The Ameya network is there. Yeah, Ameya network is in the resource group, Wednesday batch. Okay. Why it's not displaying that? 1 second. Yeah, now it's showing. It took some time to display. Now you see my resource group, my network is here. Okay, so you may confused. Okay, fine. What is this network? It is a network. I mean, like a cabling in your home. Okay. For now, if I create any VM, now I can put the VM inside this network. If I create any machines, I can put it inside this. Okay. So yeah, any questions? Otherwise, we can directly move on to the next one. Okay, no, then I can move. My screenshot share. Okay. Okay, identify the solutions. Now the core product, the core product is nothing but the raw material, the recipes. Okay, the raw recipes. Okay, mirchi powder, maida, atta kind of powders, right? The next one is the solutions. Okay, Azure is not only selling the raw product, they are also selling the solutions. Okay, what is the solutions they are selling or they are renting? Azure IoT Central. Okay, so this is one example. This IoT Central is a fully, see, from exam perspective, they will not ask much on this, but this is for knowledge perspective. Okay, Azure IoT Central, it is a fully managed global IoT SaaS solution. Okay, so this solution is easy to connect, monitor, and manage of your IoT asset at a scale. For example, what it says, there are two products here listed. One is IoT Central, another one is IoT Hub. IoT Hub is nothing but it is a bi-directional communication. These are a pure technical wordings. But in real life usage, what is that? You have refrigerator, you have mixie, you have everything in your home, right? They are all becoming a smart devices now. Smart means what? It can talk to the internet, correct? It has a Wi-Fi. Some, if you closely observe the recent product, they say it can, you can control through Wi-Fi. The fridge, some, I mean, here in US, we have a gas stove also, you can control through Wi-Fi. The fridges are there. What else? The fans, light, okay. But basically, those are we call is an Internet of Things, which is connecting the things which communicate in the internet. Okay. 2 years back, if I want to control my home system, there is a home automation system separately available that will be integrated. They create a separate cable, everything. But today, you no need to have any home automation system. You simply connect these devices directly to Wi-Fi and use that address in IoT hub and IoT central. Through this, you can able to control. A simple example, I bought this drones. I want to connect the drone into my central monitoring systems. You can simply connect it. Connect in the sense is you don't need to develop any single piece of code. You simply say, this is the IP addresses of my drone. That's all. Then both will start talking. Okay. So you have an automatic water tank water filler. Okay. These are all of the Internet of Things product. Okay. Earlier days, they're fixing some small control box in the home. That box will control whenever the water level goes down or up. So today you don't need all those boxes. Directly put the sensor in the water tank and connect that water tank to the computer. I mean, computer means internet. Then from the central, IoT central, it will manage. Okay. So those who are in IoT business, what they are telling is going forward, you no need to develop any new software. We have software. You use our software and pay rental to my software. That's all. Okay. Next, SQL data warehouse. That's what I told you. Earlier days, if any company organization wants Oracle database, MySQL database, they purchase a hardware and then they purchase a software also, Oracle software, and they install in that machine and they maintain it. But today, what cloud is telling is you don't buy anything. You no need to install any Oracle software. I have readily available Oracle software. Okay, you just create your account, start using it, but pay little extra. That's all. Same way for big data platform. Big data platform, you no need to install anything for big data platform. I have a big data platform. You start using, you bring your data and load it. So this is where in the next sections we are going to talk more, not HT inside, but Azure data lake, the big data concepts we are going to talk. Okay. And then data analytics. Okay. So not only that data bringing, also you can show like some nice UI. Okay. Visualization effect. Okay. That also you can able to do it. Artificial intelligence. Okay. So don't scratch your head so much on creating machine learning, artificial intelligence. Okay. We developed all the software in cloud. You just rent the artificial, my machine learning model, and you use it for your business. Okay. You no need to anything develop any AI ML product. We have all the product. You just take and use it. That is what they are telling. Serverless computing. I told you, right? Why are you paying for a server for 24 hours? Just to pay only the duration of your code executes. So Azure function is a code running on your server and not underlying platform infrastructure, anything. Okay. This all is an example of serverless computing. DevOps. Even today, all that, see, if you look all these products, there are different roles available in today IT world, DevOps role, data engineer role. Okay. This all previously they install and they maintain. But today they are saying you no need to do anything. Everything I have it. You just take my software, DevOps software, use it for your company and pay only rental to me. Colleges, college academic institutions, you don't create any lab. You just have a small thin computers, but all the softwares you can run in cloud lab so that your students can access. So these are all they call it as services. Now you see the last class we said they are renting you compute storage network. No, not only that. With the help of that, they are also renting you the softwares. Even they are renting you a business itself. So earlier days, if you want to develop a website, you need to go develop from the scratch. It takes 4 months to 6 months. But now they are saying, no, don't develop any website from the scratch. I have a web app. You just go, it looks like a template. You just change names and put all your information and use it right away. You don't need to wait for 6 months. Just within 5 minutes, your website is up and running. Okay, so far, okay, what I have just rushly, because these are not much needed for exam also, but I'm expanding your knowledge, understanding of the cloud. So far, what we have seen, cloud means they are renting you cloud compute storage network. No, that is not true. They are renting much more. Much more means they are renting the software itself as a service. In our analogy example is, I told them the supermarket, they are selling atta, sugar, salt, mirchi powder, everything. Now I'm selling, they are not only selling this raw product, they are also selling the pizza base, or they are selling the readily cooked pizza itself. Your intention is to eat pizza. If you have more time and you want cheaper, buy the raw material and go cook at your end. Or you are running out of time, or you are in some urgency and you are lazy person, you don't want to cook anything, then directly buy a pizza in the same shop. Ultimately, you take a recipe, what are you going to do? You are going to build the pizza only. I mean, you are going to cook the pizza only. Instead of that, they are telling, why are you struggling all that much? I have the pizza readily available, take it. I just pass here. Any questions? No. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So long story short, they are selling solutions also. Okay. Solution and softwares also. Okay. Not selling, renting. They are not selling anything. They are just renting. Okay, fine. If a company like an TCS, Wipro, or an Facebook, big companies, they have thousands of servers. They have no more than 1,000, 100,000 of servers. Forget about the servers. They have thousands of softwares. Okay, in a company, how to maintain, how to manage, or how to monitor everything. Okay. So if I go to the cloud, if I migrate everything to the cloud, then I have some ERP, IT department, I have an HR department, I have a finance department, each department having their own softwares. How do I manage? How do I maintain? Each department having separate administrator, separate support people, right? Instead of that, cloud is telling if you move to cloud, I have a management tool. A single computer will manage your entire IT system. So like what kind of managed tools are available in cloud? Okay. There are two key tools, Azure Advisor and Azure Reform. These tools are used if you subscribe the cloud. Okay. Then these tools will help you to manage the product in cloud. You no need to go to the portal also. Okay. So now I am going to change, amend my previous statement. What is the way of accessing the cloud? The way of accessing the cloud is only through portal, correct? I need to go here, portal.azure.com. This is one way of accessing the cloud. Then what are all the other ways? There are three more ways. The second way is in your Windows computer. Azure is a Windows product, right? In your Windows computer, 1 second, why it is not coming on? Let me change my window. Okay, so in my Windows computer, the second way of accessing cloud is click your here CMD. There is a command line prompt. CMD. Click the command line prompt. You can access the same cloud through this also. The only difference is here everything you are working as a command line, like a Linux environment. If you relate the initial our learning of Linux, this purpose only. This is a command line prompt. So you can access and provision the resources through Linux. Like how to access the cloud, AZ login. If you say AZ login, it will try to log in. You see, it takes me on the browser and asking me, okay, can you sign in? I just click the sign in. Okay, now the browser, through browser, I got authenticated. Now you see here my command line prompt. So now it's entered. If I can able to list here my resource group, everything. Here you see my subscription name. So the people are interested working in command line, they choose this way. This is the second way of accessing the cloud. Then what is the third way? Let me share another screen. So this is the second way of accessing the cloud computing. Then the third way is a cloud shell. If you look here, the browser I already demonstrated, there is a small tab. This is called a cloud shell. Again, this is somebody's interested to work like a Linux environment, not Windows. Then you can use this environment. Here you see bash shell. The shell scripting you may learn. Okay, the bash shell prompt. You click here, you will get a command line prompt. And the fourth method is, this is the third method. The fourth method is through API. API is nothing but through your mobile app, you can access. Okay, these are all the four ways you can access the cloud computing. Here we are discussing Azure, so everything is Azure related is presented. Or if you are if we are discussing about an AWS GCP, they also having the same method. Then Azure Advisor. Azure Advisor is nothing but, for example, you deployed some services, software, you rented it. This advisor will monitor how the usage pattern of your product, and then it will recommend if there is any cost saving method. Okay, if you can able to save any cost, they will recommend you. They will say, oh, don't, you can shut down your computer because you are not using it. It is ideally standing there. Like that kind of a recommendation this will give you. Okay. So this all we just did. So just in this model, we just seen about that, the Azure Advisor and how to manage the cloud. Manage the cloud through 4 portals, 4 logins. Okay. Any questions? I know it's a little fast, but it is a solution. I mean, just I'm introducing you in a library. Oh, here we have a newspaper section. Here we have a weekly, any publication section. Oh, here we have an history books. Here we have a science books. That's what I'm doing now. The expectation is once I introduce these sections, because each project, each company, they have a different requirement. Okay. Someone will say Once you enter there, I want a 12th science book, or I want an 8th science book, or I want a general physics book. Okay, it may vary. So that one, but at least if you know where to search, you can able to get it. So I think we comes to end of the module 2. Okay, as I said, the module 1 and module 2 is for the technical. Module 3 and module 4 for different audience, like the managers, network engineer, security engineer. But those also I'm going to little fast. But this one. So what we can do next class, we will see one quick demo of the software SaaS product. That way you will get some understanding of this one. But at least at this point in time, you know that the cloud computing means it is a renting. They are renting CPU, storage, computer, etc. Also, they are renting software, the complete software itself. Okay. Any question? Okay, so if not questions, then I can conclude today class, because I don't want to feed so much more on that, but I can conclude today class. And tomorrow, sorry, Friday class, we have one demo, plus we are starting the network and security. See, because of the exam, you need to learn all this. Okay, so the objective is to appear the exam, get the certification. So if no questions, then I can conclude.
So 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
Sir, you told like through command line prompt or through cloud shell we can log in, and how can we like create a resource group or VM there?
See, that's what good. Excellent question. So if I go to the command line, I don't know which screen I'm sharing you now. Okay, this screen I can go. If I go here, there is a commands, a bunch of commands is available there. Okay. CMD, Azure, CMD, check resource. So there is a set of commands here. For example, how to create a resource group. For example, A is at container list. I need to input that one. Or A is at container. No, 1 second. A is at container. No, I don't want container. I want this one. Yeah. So this is the parent page. Okay, I can give you this link. Here, all the commands available. Okay. Here we can able to go and check everything. Okay. For example, also I want to see what I have it, right? Maybe I can run the command. Either I can go this, refer this document, or here itself, A is at help. You try to get all the commands help here. Okay, let me go back. Oh, whatever. Here. Okay. So A is a manage Azure subscription information register. I want to see list of my resource groups, for example. Okay. A is at subgroups, config, deploy, disk, event grid extension, feature, log maps. So A is at list, A is at list. Now A is at list, help. A is at account list, A is at So this is okay. This account list will display my account information. Okay. Likewise, I can able to get my resource group information. A is at RG, I think, resource group, RG list or a resource group list. Let me see.
So is
Here.
this simply like creating a database in SQL? We will be having certain commands so that we can use that for creating resource groups and all.
Not only resource group, the entire
Yeah.
cloud, whatever
Entire
you can
cloud,
able to
yes,
do.
entirely we can
Yes, but
use help of this command prompt.
yeah, look at this way. Okay, yeah, you are right. I come back with my definition. So entire thing you can able to do like this. Whatever you can able to do this browser, you can able to do here also. If you notice here, even though you wrongly type, it automatically suggests the right way to try the go. This one. I typed AZ RG list, but it says no, try this way. You got it. Something you type, it will prompt you, advise you the right command. AZ group list. See, all my resource groups are here. So which location I created my DevOps? Okay, today I created a Wednesday batch, right? Where is the Wednesday batch? Okay, here you see my Wednesday batch detail. Location East US, management name AZ900 Wednesday batch. And it provisioned succeed. I can create, I can list. The same action what I did here, just go here. That's it. This home page. The question is, you have in Windows operating system, you have Linux operating system, correct? But lot of people preferring Windows. Why? This is the question earlier I asked. User friendliness.
Yes, it is
Yes.
user friendly. Yeah.
User friendly.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to go. I mean, some people not like type like this. Is that something? How should I remember? This command line way is a much difficult. Not difficult,
And
but yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, and also the company will not prefer much into this kind of command line prompt or like
No. They will
Shell
not
cloud. Like
this.
we can usually work on Azure portal
Anything,
itself.
either this or
Right?
that. Yeah, either this
Yeah.
or this. Ultimately, we
Okay.
are achieving the same result.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Either I go here, I click create here, or I can create from here. That's why this documentation says how to create. Yeah, resource create. You need to type like this. AZ resource create properties. And then this is an example they are giving you. So here you see, you need to copy paste. See, everything in the cloud is much reduced. You don't need to use much effort in the brain or something. Here you see, they're given the complete commands. You need to replace the values. That's all. Okay, so it's either way you use here, for example, to create a VM. Okay, if you go here, you can able to create VM, virtual machines, right? Okay, AZ virtual machines here to go. Summary. So how to create a virtual machine? Which image you should use, which capacity, okay, reservation, okay, all the detail, all the commands available here. So if you click, it will take, but this all is a command line mode if you prefer to work. Otherwise, go to this portal, do it here. Okay. Any other questions? It depends on the user. Some people likes working in Linux. Then they prefer to go with the command line. They don't like this way. The advantage in command line is you can save this command and every time you just run. If you remember in your Linux class, you guys run the shell script, you executed the shell script. You put all command in a single file, just run the file. That's all. This is what they are calling as an infrastructure as a code. It's a much advanced topic, but I'm just telling you. This is what they are calling infrastructure as a code. Okay, yeah. So, yes, I think if no questions, then I can conclude today here.
No doubts, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, then have a good day. Then we will continue on Friday. So hereafter it will go a little faster. I will show some couple of interesting demonstrations on Friday, and then we go faster. Then I think we are slowly getting ready for the examinations. Okay, most likely next week or the following week we need to go for examination. Okay.
You made us say like in next 15 days we might have the examination.
I am targeting to complete the exam, yeah, in next 15 days. Yeah, let's see. You all becoming cloud certified people. Let's see.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Okay, have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if there is any other cheat sheets or something, no, like if you could share for this examination, that would be great. Like apart from this modules.
For exams, you so far reached 2 models, which is a 50%.
Yes.
50 more percent.
Yes.
Don't worry. When it comes to that 99%, then you will get the practice model. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I will take that.